Hi, folks. Right, the first story in this series, and I suppose I should start at the very beginning, really. The first band that I was in when I moved to Sheffield was a band called the Rocking Beer Monsters. We only maybe did 3 or 4 gigs, and it was made up of Mikey on lead guitar. It was all acoustic instruments. We didn't have an electric guitar between us then when we started. And Carl Smith, sadly no longer with us. He was on the T-chest bass, and Phil Ross, who was on drums. And we just sort of happened to meet through an advert in a music shop. And we did a couple of gigs, but this gig that we were doing, which was at the Hallamshire Hotel in Sheffield, that just about every Sheffield band has played at the Hallamshire Hotel. An upstairs room, free to hire. You put a door charge on and you split the money. That was how it worked. This particular night was my brother's birthday, and I just got a brand new electric guitar that I was bedding in, so it wasn't staying in tune very well. So we got set up. I went down to the pub down the road, the Frog and Parrot, which is a super pub. Brewed a lot of their own beer back then. Roger and Out, which was only served in thirds of a pint. It was that strong. And another favourite of mine called Reckless. And you didn't need many of those until you knew you'd had a few, which I did this particular night. When I looked at my watch, I thought, we're on stage in 15 minutes, I need to leave. I'd probably had 3, maybe 4 pints. Stepped down from the bar stool, and I remember my legs, they didn't quite give way, but I thought, I've had enough, I've maybe had too much. Made my way back over to the Hallamshire, got the guitar on, tuned it up best I could, and I knew in my own head, I shouldn't have drunk so much, and my condition deteriorated 4 or 5 songs into the set, and I thought, I need to leave. There was another guy in the audience called Grav, who was a great guitar player and a good singer. And I said, will you get up and do a few songs? I need to go to the loo. So he came up, I gave him my guitar, and I went downstairs, didn't even go to the toilet. I just walked straight out the front door, got in a taxi, and went home. And I saw the guys probably 3 or 4 days later. They weren't too amused, and they said, well, that's the end of the band, thanks to your drunkenness. So that was the end of that, but we did remain friends, and Carl Smith, bless him, booked us and the Mercuries to do Horncastle Rock and Roll Club, a club that he helped start back in the day. And he put a special clause in the contract, do not let John get drunk before he comes on. And I didn't, and it was a good show. But that was the first story. Plenty more to come. Stay tuned.